Hello viewers, today we will discuss mobile application development lecture 4, lecture 15. In this lecture, we will be discussing the fragment. So in previous lecture, I already explained the fragment, what is fragment, why we are using fragment. Okay, in this lecture, we will cover all these steps. Introduction to fragment, which is already done. Implementation of fragment in Android application. Basic fragment and list fragment, how to add them to your activities, how to get your fragment and activities to communicate with each other. Okay, so the first thing is we will design an application like this where we have one fragment upon which we will show workout items, list of items, and when you click any items from this workout fragment, you will direct it to another fragment which is known as detail fragment. On the detail fragment, we will show you the name of the workout and description of the workout. Okay, how we are going to design this? First, we want to create an application, and we will add this button, show detail button. Okay, so now I will go to my Android Studio. In Android Studio, I will go to my XML file and I will create that button for you. So for that button, I will first of all I will convert this to linear layout. Okay, so I will write over here linear layout. Okay, now this is my linear layout. I will delete this hello world text code and I will write a button over here. Then I will assign width and height. Then I will add on click, which method should be called after clicking the button. So I will write it show details. Okay, and the next thing I will assign to this button is the text, and we will assign it show detail. The next I will make this text a little bit bold, so I will add Android appearances, then text appearances. Okay, now I will show you the design. In design, here we had the button on the left top side. Okay, now design is fine. We will go to the slide and we will check what is next in the slide. So inside the slides here, their main activity is extended to app compat activity. So also our main activity is also extended to app compat activity. Okay, the next thing over here is they override the show detail method. So I will also override the show detail method, but what we are seeing in the code that they are calling detail activity in on show detail methods. Okay, so before writing this method, first we will create detail activity. So I'm going to create a detail activity. Right click over here, and after right clicking we will go to new. After new, here is an activity and we will select the blank empty activity. Okay, so this is the empty activity and I will write it detail activity. Okay, now we have our detail activity, so now we can override show detail method. So first of all, this method should be public and there is no return type. Show detail. Okay, then we need to view over here. So I will add a view object. Now over here, I want to call detail activity. So by calling the detail activity, show detail, and I think it is fine over here. Okay, sorry. I just add this method to detail activity and I have to add this to the main activity. Okay, sorry. Now I add the button to the main activity, and over here, uh, whenever we want to call another activity, first we have to create an intent. So I'm going to create an intent object, intent index. So this is our first intent object. We will create it with new. Okay, inside the constructor, we have to send two things. The first one is the resource from where we are calling an activity, and the second one is the target. Target activity is the activity that we want to call. So this is our main activity, is the resource activity. So I will write main activity dot this, and our target activity is the detail activity. So I will write detail dot class, and here we have our intent. Okay, now I will call start activity method, and inside start activity method I will provide the content, and in this way we can and in this way it will be easy to call. Now when we click, okay, here is an issue, and the issue is related to this because I haven't complete this take. So now we have no error. Okay, first of all, when we run our application, user will see this interface on the screen. After seeing this interface on the screen, when user click the button, this show detail button, then user will be coordinated to detail activity, and inside the detail activity right now there is nothing, so we will add something to detail activity. Okay, now we come again to the slides. Inside the slides, they tell us that you have to make a workout detail fragment which should be attached to the activity detail activity. Okay, so now I will add a fragment. Right click over here, then click new, then we will come to the fragment, then I will select the blank fragment. Okay, here I will provide the name. So the name I am providing over here is workout detail fragment. So it will create a fragment for us. What over here, what will be the fragment? Fragment will be a Java code. Also an XML file will be associated with this Java code. So I will delete all the unnecessary code. We only need on create view method. Okay, where is on create view method? Okay, this is our uncreate view method. I will left it over here and I will remove the remaining code. We don't need all these methods, so I will simply remove this because sometimes it arise errors. Okay, so now this is our fragment detail, and this is the XML file of workout fragment detail. Okay, this up to now this is done. Over here return inflator, I will show you. There is also return inflator. Okay, inside the slide, what is the next step? The next step is that we have to add two text view to the fragment.xml file. Okay, so I will go to the fragment.xml file, and inside the fragment.xml file I can see that there is already some code written, so I will delete this code. And over here I can see that the parent layout is fragment, so I will convert it to linear layout, and I will also provide an orientation over here because I need vertical orientation, and linear layout is by default horizontal, oriented horizontally. Okay, now I will add two text view over here. This is the first text view. I will provide width and height. Now I will provide the text. So what text I'm going to write over here? So I will simply write title because this text view is related to the title of the workout. The next thing I'm going to add over here is I will also make this mm, text a little bit bold. So I will add the same attribute that I already added to the button, and this is the text appearances. Okay, now the next thing is I think I have to add an ID over here. So I will provide the ID title. Okay, now I think everything is fine. Now I have to add another text view, so I will simply copy the code. Okay, now code is copied, and I will paste the code underneath the previous text view. Okay, I will change the title, and the title now I will write is the description for the workout, and I will also change this title, and I will change it to description. Okay, and I will remove these appearances because I don't want it bold text. Okay, so now I will check it, everything is fine. Yes, everything is fine. Now I will go to the next slide. In the next slide they are saying that we have to add a fragment. We have to add this fragment to detail activity. Okay, Okay, now I will go to this code and I will go to detail activity. And what is the XML file of detail activity? This is the XML file of detail activity. And over here, if you can see, this is the constant layout. So I will make this parent layout to the fragment because over here I am using only one fragment. So whenever you are using one fragment, you have to make the parent layout as a fragment. Now I make it as a fragment, and inside the fragment I want to add the class. So I will delete this attribute, and I can assign class with the help of name attribute. And over here, this is the package detail of the workout detail fragment. So now detail of XML file of the detail activity consists of only one layout, which is a parent layout, and which is a fragment layout. And what kind of fragment layout is this? This is the workout detail fragment. And workout detail fragment consists of two text fields, one for title and one for the description of a workout. Okay, now we will go again to the slide. Now here, this is our detail activity code. So we have also same, and our detail activity is also extended to app compare activity. I can show you this. Where is my detail activity? Okay, this, and it is extended to app compare. Okay, again now I will go to slides, and the next, these are some explanation of the code. And what is this? What the code does when the app is launched, the activity main gets created, and the XML file will come in front of you as a user interface. And then you will interact with the button. And when you click the button, in on the button, uh, behind the button we write in method. Inside the method we are creating an intent, and we are sending that intent to detail activity. So detail activity will be called, and the XML of the detail activity, these should be shown at the front as a user interface. So now a detail activity XML file of the detail activity is simply a fragment. So the detail activity will show you that fragment. And what is inside the fragment? Inside the fragment we have view. So we have two views, that is two text view. So these two text views will be shown in front of you on the screen. Okay, now but now we want to add. Now we want over here we have added. If you can see, to the board text view on workout detail fragment, we already assign a text to it. So now we will delete this text, and we will assign the text dynamically from the Java code. Okay, so I will also delete these two lines from the code, and the previous one description. I will delete this. Okay, if you are not going to delete this, it will also work for you, because when you change the code, when you change the attribute of any view on the XML file with the help of Java code, then the updated version should be shown in the front of you on the screen. Okay, this is the workout class. In previous tutorial, I also designed a drink class for you, a food class for you, like the same. So this is the workout class. I had already, so I will go and I will create a workout class. Right click over here, go to new and Java class. Inside, I will provide the name, which is workout, and I will press OK. So this is the workout class. I had already the workout code over here. So I will simply add this code instead of writing the whole class. And I will also a little bit explain what this class is actually doing. This is the workout class with the name workout. These two are the attributes or properties of the workout class, which is name and description. So these are the setter methods of these two attributes. So now we don't have any getter method. So for getter method we need information, and I want to declare all the information inside this class. So what I have done, I have created a array list of 4 workouts, each having their own name and description. And this is the mm, constructor of the workout class. Okay, So from this workout class, we can get the details related to each and every workout. Okay. Now I will again go back to the slides. Inside the slide, the next thing is that they had added an ID, private long workout ID to the fragment, and they set the ID to and they also write a set ID set workout for setting the ID. So the same thing I will also do. Let's go to detail fragment. Where is the detail fragment? And I will write a private long and workout ID. Okay, and I will also write a setter method. So the setter method should be public void set workout, and here we will provide a long id, and over here I will write this dot workout id equals to id. Okay, I had the same code. Then we will go to the next slide. Inside the next slide they are telling that right now we have right now we include our fragment inside the detail activity, but we haven't communicate with the detail fragment inside the activity. So now we are going to communicate with workout detail fragment inside the workout inside the detail activity. So for this purpose, first we will assign a detail ID to the fragment. So where is our fragment? Our fragment is inside activity detail, and I will assign over here an ID. So ID, and I will assign it simply an ID of fragment. Okay, so we will go to slide. The next thing is communicating detail activity and the detail workout detail fragment. So first we will create an object for the fragment. Then with the help of that object we will call the set workout method, and when we call the set workout method we will also transfer an id. For example, we can transfer four ids, which is 0 1 2 and 3, because we have four object in the array workout list. So I will go to the code and detail activity. Where is my detail activity? I will open it from here. Inside the detail activity I will I will write an object. So this is the object, and we will set mm, get fragment get support fragment manager dot dot get manager dot get what kind of method they call that find fragment by id. So I will also call that find fragment by id. I already provide the id fragment to the fragment. I set over here, and okay, here is a error because we haven't typecast these two workout detail fragment. Now I will do the typecasting. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to call the set workout method. So this is the set workout method, and I will provide any id over here just like they are providing the one. So I will provide the zero. Okay, now what here is going uh, okay, it's a 1 0, it is giving an error. So I will provide the one. What kind of error is cast too long? Okay, I will cast it too long, and now it will work for me. Okay, now here we have no error. So okay, our work is done. Now I will run my application on the mobile, and I will show you that this application is successfully running on my device. So I connect my device to the computer. Now you can see my device over here. I will press the run button, and it will take a little bit time. For that I will stop the recording. Okay, now my application is successfully installed, and when I click the show detail button, it take me to the detail activity. So now on detail activity I have to set the text, both of text views. So these are the code provided in the slide. So here they are overriding on start method, because Unstart method will be called when the fragment is called. It unstart method is called. And in case of fragment, we are on daily unstart method in fragment, we will override all of our views. So over here we have two views, so I will override these two views. So how I can write detail fragment? Inside the detail fragment I will call unstart. So how I have to call? You override methods, so you have to hold control button and press O. So here it. So I will write on start, start start, and this is the unstart override method. Okay, over here we don't have any view object. So first I'm going to create the view object, and I can get view with the help of this method. So now here I had the view. Then I will check whether we have anything inside the view object. So I will write it equals to null. And if we have something inside the view, then we will come inside this block of code. Over here, I will make object of both text view. So the first object is title. I will make it title, and then find view by ID. Okay, we cannot directly call the method find view by ID because we don't have any implicit object of view, but we already create an object of view for ourselves. So we will do it with that object. Now I will call view dot find view by ID, and now it is called successfully. So ID, and I will make it title ID dot. Okay, let me check whether I assign an ID to the title. Yes, the ID is assigned to the title, but over here it is not working. What is the problem with it? R dot ID. I think that it should be not the R dot ID dot title. Okay, now it's working. I don't know what problem with Android Studio. Okay, I will create the next description text view. So I will call text view. Then with the help of view object, I will call the find view by ID method, and dot description, and here's the description. So now we have both objects. Okay, now we want to set data to set title and description of on these text views. So I will call title dot set text. Okay, and I will also call description dot set text. But what we are going to set on these both views, we don't right now we don't have any information, we don't have any data related to workout that we want to set on these text views. Okay, but if you remember, we already provide. If you can see in this activity, where is my detail activity? Okay, inside the detail activity I already set this workout ID to 0. Okay, so it means that over here we already have the data inside the workout ID. Okay, so with the help of this workout ID we will get information from the workout class. So how we are going to get this information from the workout class? First we will create a workout object. Okay, this is our workout object, and we will get this object by calling workout dot. This is the array of workout, and over here I will provide ID. So the ID is workout ID. Okay, but it is not working. Why it is not working? Because our workout ID is of type long, and over here inside the array you need to provide an integer type ID. So I will typecast it into integer, and it's working. Okay, now we had the workout object, and inside the workout object we have the data. So we can get this data from the workout object and set it over here. So I will write workout object dot get name. Where is name? This is the get name, and name will be get it from the workout and will be set on the title. and over here I will get the description. Okay, where is description? There is description, and now it is working fine. So now I will run my application and I will show you whether it is working or not. So running my application, when my application is running over here, I will also connect my system to the network, and with the help of network I will show you screen of my mobile. So now I can show you screen where is now application, and soon my mobile will be connected to the laptop, and then with the help of laptop you can see my mobile screen, and it is working. Okay, now it is connected. Now you will see a pop-up over the laptop screen, and yes, it's coming. So now my mobile and laptop is connecting. Now soon you will see my mobile screen over here. Okay, this is my mobile screen. I will go back, and this is the application that I already coded over here. So now I will press show detail button, and when I press the show detail button, it show us the zero. It show the data related to the zero object of the array. Okay, so it's mean it is working fine, and I will go back and I will detach my mobile. So I will do this with the help of device printing projection and disconnect. Now my mobile will be disconnected and we will go back to the code. Okay, now come back to the slides. Okay, this is the whole explanation related to what happened when our code runs. So we will skip this part. And now over here we are clicking the show detail button and you can see the details. Okay, so we need a list of workout instead of this button. Okay, so what we are going to do for this purpose, we want to add a fragment with a list. Okay, so we need a list fragment over here which don't have any XML file. So I will create a fragment list. Okay, so I will right click over here, and over here I will add new fragment, and I will provide a blank fragment. Now I will write the code related to blank fragment, and I will what name they are giving to this workout list fragment. So I will also provide the same name, workout list fragment. Okay, don't create any XML file for me, and finish. Okay, now it will create a workout list fragment. Here is workout list fragment. I will delete all the unnecessary code from the fragment, and I will only let the uncreate view method over here. Okay, this is the uncreate view method, and I will also delete this code from here. Okay, the next thing is over here on create view they are doing something, but I don't need all these things, so I will delete it from here. Okay, now fine. Now I will go to the slide, and I will see what kind of code is over here. So this is the my list fragment. Okay, and it returns super dot on create inflator contains 7 instances. So I will also return super dot on create view or inflator. Here I'll provide container, and here I'll provide saved instance. Okay, now there will be no error over here. Okay, now everything is fine. Yes, fine. Now I will see what else they are going to do over here. Over here they are getting the names from the workout, and they want to show those name on the list fragment. Okay, so I will check this is only extended to the fragment, so I will extend it to the list fragment. Now it is extended to the list fragment. Okay, and now here you can set list on the fragment. How you can set the list on the fragment? You can call set list adapter, and over here we have to provide an object of the adapter. Inside the date adapter there should be the data that we want to display on the list. Okay, so from where we can get those data? So we can get those data from the workout class. So here I want a string array. So I will make a string array, and I will tell it that these are the names. Okay, and I will write a new over here and string. Okay, so here now I will provide the length of the array. So my length of the array should be equal to the number of objects are the array index or the length of the workout array. Okay, so how I can get that length? Workouts dot length. So now how much data is present in the workout? For example, we have 4 workouts, so this string will also be created for length 4. Now we need to extract name of the workout and put it in the names. Okay, so how we can extract it? I will write for each loop, for loop int I equals to 0. I should be less than what? I should be less than workout dot. Okay, no workout. I will simply write names dot length, and it will also work for me. And I plus plus. Okay, now this is the for loop code, and over here I will set names and first I. So from where the data will come? So the data will come from workout dot workouts dot get. Sorry, no, I will provide here the index, and of date index I need get name. So in each iteration name will be getted from the workouts, and it will be settled to names, and it is done over here. Now what we need a array adapter. So I will make an array adapter over here. Inside the array adapter we need what kind of adapter we are going to create. So we are going to create a string type of adapter. So I'll provide a string over here. I will give a name to the adapter, and how I can get the adapter new array adapter. So I will write new array adapter here. We have to provide 3 objects, and these 3 objects, the first one is inflator.context, the next one is the simple list item, and the third one is the name. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So I will write inflator dot get context. Okay, the next should be the ID of the list upon which we are going to set the name of workout. So this should be in android dot r dot android dot r dot layout. Oh, it's not working. Why it's not working for me? It is not working. It is not working. Android dot r. Okay, android dot r dot layout. Now it is working. Dot simple list item. Okay, and the third thing is we will provide the array of the names that we want to show on the list. Okay, now we have adapter, and we will provide this adapter over here. Everything is settled. Now we will run the application, and we will see that how it is working. I run the application, and before running the application I will connect my mobile. I will connect my mobile to the laptop, and it is connecting. Soon you will see my screen over here. Okay, and this is the application that is already run over here. So okay, again our application is same because we haven't we are not showing the list. So I will go back, and I will disconnect this. Okay, we created the list, but we are not yet added the workout list fragment to the activity. Okay, so now this is how we have to add this workout list detail to the activity. So where is the main activity main? So this is activity main. Where is activity main layout? This is activity main layout, and this is already code written. So I will remove this code over here. I need to show the list. So list is related to fragment list. So I will write a fragment over here, and the next thing I'll provide over here is the class of the fragment with the help of name attribute, and this is the class of the fragment. Okay, now everything is fine. Yes, this is what we want. Everything is fine, and now we will run the code. Okay, so now again I will run the code in front of you. My code is running. I will again on projection. So soon you will see the projection of my mobile. Okay, this projection of my mobile, and now soon application should be run, yet not run completely. Okay, now application is run. Now I will select and something from here, and okay, now you can see the list view. Now what we want to do is, when you click any item from this list, the id of date item should be sent to the detail activity, and also the detail activity should be called. Okay, so we are going to do this first. I will disconnect my mobile. Okay, now my mobile is disconnected, and okay, how we can get the item that is clicked on the list. So this is the on list item click method which we want to override for getting the item that is clicked, and inside the this method we will made an intent, and we will add id to the intent, then we will send intent to detail activity. So inside the code I will go to main activity. And inside the main activity, no, this code is not written inside the main activity. This code should be written on fragment list. So this is our fragment list, and over here we will override the on item click. So I will press Ctrl O, then on item, the on list item. This is the method that we want to override. Okay, so now we have id. We will make an intent. So intent equals to new intent. So I will provide what I'm going to provide. Over here we have to provide the activity from where we are sending the intent. So here we are we are doing code in the fragment. So inside the fragment we first need to get activity. So I will call the code get activity. Then I will write the target activity. So my target activity is detail activity dot class. Okay. Now intent is fine, but I need one thing to add to the intent, that is ID. Okay, I will add this to intent dot put extra, and over here I have to provide a key. So inside the detail activity I will provide the key. Where is my detail activity? I am going to write an ID over here. So I will write it public static string string. I will give it a name extra ID. Okay, and I will provide a default an ID over here. So this is the ID, and I will go to workout, and over here I will call detail activity dot extra ID. Okay, and over here I will provide the ID. So this is the ID I'm providing, and the next thing is we have to start activity. So first we want to get activity, then we will start our activity, and then we will provide intent in the activity. Okay, now I provide intent in the activity. So now whenever an item is clicked from here, the id we are sending the ID to the detail activity. So inside the detail activity, we have to get this ID. So over here, I will get the intent. So I will make an intent equals to get intent. So we get the intent. Now we want to get the ID. So when we are going to get the ID, I will write it long ID equals to get intent dot mm, sorry, this is not get intent. I will write intent dot get extras dot get, and I will provide the ID which is this one. Okay, and now it is good. Okay, now here we get the ID, but we will typecast this ID into long. Now it is working fine. Okay, and we will write date ID over here ID, and now it will be working fine for us. I will run the code and I will connect my mobile to the screen. So here I'm going to connect my mobile to the screen, device connectivity, wireless projection, and soon you will see my mobile screen over here, and application is already run. I will click I will click any of the item, and the item along with the description should be shown over here. The Vim special Coregoni. Okay, our application is working fine. So I will disconnect my mobile first and uh, disconnect. Okay, now everything is fine. This is, and then now it's the end of our lecture 15, and the code. I will also provide the code, and I will also provide the code. If you had any query related to this lecture, you can simply comment in. You can simply mention your query in the comment, and I will provide the answer in the comment section. Okay. Thank you so much for the time. I will also provide the code of this application. Thank you so much for the time, viewers. Please subscribe the channel, like the video, and also press the bell icon.